I don't know. So sorry. So you can do aggressive, like you're saying, right? Like so you can go aggressive, or I think you could also just play like mono white control, splashing red to cast the Haktos, right? Do you have any opposition to trying something like that, where like you just control the board with like a bunch of like white permanents, like banishing lights and stuff? You'll give that a whirl. You saying no? Okay, go for it. All right, cool. Let's do it. Vanishing Light. Fill deck with 4. Omen of whatever the sun. I'm just grabbing things that like make sense to me in a devotion shell, right? So we're gonna play some Nykthos. Casket, casket, yes. I like casket. Glass casket, so we saw Boros Reckoner in that other list, which I don't really hate. Boros Reckoner seems fine in something like this. Trade has been canceled. Oh shit, I forgot to finish that trade up. Settles, yeah, we can play settles. We can play any amount of wraths. In all honesty, so I'm gonna fill the sideboard with settles. And what is the what is the new wrath called? It's like Wrath of the Gods or something. Something of the Gods. The fuck was it called? Destroy all creatures. Oh, should we have like Realm Cloak Giant? Shatter the Sky was what I was thinking of. Raven Inspector, yes. That's the good shit right there. All right, Raven Inspector, Knight of the White Orchid. Apparently, there's a million things named Knight of the White. We want the Heliod's, right? I'm not saying we want both Heliod's, but I feel like it's probably an easy inclusion. Let me filter by Pioneer. Charming Prince could be a sideboard card. It could be a main deck card. I don't hate Charming Prince. So what else do we have for payoffs? Do we want to play like Heliod, and do we want to play Walking Ballista in the list? What are the Ballista? Yeah, I think we want the Ballista too. I don't think there's anything else spicy came out of the new stuff. Good. Play the new Elspeth. I'm gonna cut down these. I don't think we're gonna play those. All right, so we want a Ballista. Ballista. Let's see. White. Exile target. I know there's a bunch more of the. Ooh, hell yeah. We were playing against this earlier, and this actually seemed pretty good. There's not like a shitload of things that this is good against, but I think there's enough that this is actually pretty legit card. Slam 2 of those for right now. Revoke Existence can be a sideboard card for sure. Why is it? I want to color white. Fix this shit. There we go. Finishing light. Existence. Is Giant Killer a good enough card? This could be like a good answer to the mono green decks. Shepherd, Angelo's Sanctions could be a goofy ass sideboard card. I don't actually hate that. Pro Black, I know, a sideboard card that could be played. It's like the white Scoos. It's not anywhere near as good, but it's still pretty reasonable. Precinct Captain, Precinct Captain. Is Precinct Captain legal? Oh, where's the other Gideon? Okay, we'll look at Precinct Captain in a second. Seal Away, Baffling End. Lance Binding. Casto. I'm just like grabbing all the things I'm used to seeing. Oh, Stasis Sneer seems like a perfect one. Double white pips. Boom. Quarantine Field. Maybe a thing. Chain to the Rocks could see play in this deck. We're gonna have some mountains. I don't think we're having enough mountains, but it's a thought at least. All right, so Precinct Captain. I can play it as a sideboard card. Got the Shock too, like the red white Shock. You're saying? I don't think we play many more mountains. Well, how many red sources do we need for that? Frank Karsten, math. UCC. You need 16 red sources. No, we need 16 red sources to cast Haktos on curve every time. Devout Decree. Here we go. We'll settle with 4 of those. Damping Sphere is not white. All right, yeah, let's do the mana base here. Temple of Red White, Temple of Triumph. We have Temple of Triumph. We have what is the there's already 4 Declaration Stone on the sideboard. Already got that. What is the Is there a way to search? All right, here we go. Nope, this isn't how I wanted to do it. Clifftop Retreat. Battlefield Forge, yes. What is the fast land called? Do you remember? What is the red white fast land? Ah, god damn it. Vantage, yes, thank you. Alright, so how many red sources does that give us? That gives us 4, 1, 2, 3, that's 16. So 16, 20. I don't even have the red-white Sacred Foundry in here yet, so let's fix that. 4 Sacred Foundries. Yeah, I got the Sacred Foundries in here now. All right, so do we want to have the 4 temples? So if we got 4 Sacred Foundries and 4 Cliff Drop Retreats, that should be like tier 0, right? Vantage seems like the next step. Maybe we don't want Battlefield Forge. Maybe the Temples of Triumph are actually better. I don't know. I like Temples quite a bit, but oh, it is. We'll play 2 Temples and 2 Battlefield Forges. That still gives us way more fucking lands than we are looking for here. 4, 8. I think we have to cut some number of these castles. It's kind of mono white devotion. Playing Haktos is kind of the game plan here. Do need to have some number of planes in the deck. Otherwise, those clipped up retreats will always be fucking tapped. Our mana base is actually pretty fucking ass here. I might take out 1 Nykthos for an extra planes here. Maybe we only play 2 Nykthos. All right, so let's do this. Let's start with, what is the core? There's no way we're not playing 4th Raven Inspectors. We're going to play 4 Haktos. 4 Walking Ballista seems like a mainstay. We're going to play 4 of these because they're good. We can play 3 of these. We don't have 4 of the... Get Blood Moons for $9 now. Yeah, Blood Moons for $9 seems like a win, but 4 Knights. So, let's see. Prism Realm, Scries, it's creatures and planeswalkers. All right, so the first one is definitely Banishing Light. We are playing 4 Banishing Light. Next inclusion. Oh, you know what we're missing too? Land Gideon, Ally of Zendikar. Gideon, Ally of Zendikar, probably the other 4 of them in the deck. Can't really imagine not playing him. The thought process so far is some combination of here's a control deck, it makes some mana with Nykthos, and then also has Walking Ballista Hiliad combo in there. Haktos being just like the world's shittiest True Name Nemesis, basically. I like Stasis Sneer quite a bit. So it's double white pips. Trying to turn everything on here. I think the one of Heliod seems fine. I'm not like in love with this card, but it seems good. Gideon's 28. So we get to play like 8 more cards in this list. Like I'm figuring this whole column is all cards we're auto including. There's a white split card from the new. Okay, Stasis Snare. I'm looking at Stasis Snare right here. Yeah, I've got Stasis Snare in the pile. I'm trying to figure out how much removal we really want to have. But right now we've only got 4 Banishing Lights. We need to have more removal probably. So I'm on board. 1 more Stasis Snare. You cast out, play a single quarantine field because it just seems gross. Is this one more card to play? I could play an Elspeth. With that white, each player can only play one non-creature spell. Oh, yeah. Silent something. I could draw you a picture of it. Very deafening silence. For these. Rest in peace. Sure. So move these over here. Sort by CMC. What are our thoughts on this? Is this big enough? Is this not big enough? Does this need additional win cons? Brimaz? I like Brimaz. I'd kind of like leaned away from creatures a little bit and went towards more removal. I don't know how many creatures we really need to like be relying on. So my brain went from here. I'm thinking jamming one Avacyn. I cut the fourth Gideon ally of Zendikar for a single Archangel Avacyn, which I think is fine. Is the Knight good with 5 planes? The Knight also gets Sacred Foundry, so there's 9 planes. The Knight doesn't have to get a basic planes. You can get any planes it wants. Or a planes card put into the battlefield, shuffle your library. It does not have to be a basic planes. So I think the Knight's good. If we want to cut the Knight, we can, but I'm not sure. Let's give something like this a whirl. Let's figure out a sideboard real quick. All right, so many cards. All right, let's do this. Sort by CMC. Kind of like the Giant Killer. Like a removal spell that comes into play and then deals with creatures. Like this thing can lock down 2 creatures from mono green. I kind of like this. Got any thoughts on this guy? White Castle's in the list as a one of. We're only playing one of the White Castles because we're playing so many red sources to facilitate the Haktos casting that we can't really afford to play more than one of these castles, I don't think. Maybe we could play 2 of them, but I don't want to risk it. Very annoying. So you think this is annoying, so play it? Okay. Get 2 settles in here. I'm gonna play 2 of these Realmcloak Giants too. I kind of like the Realmcloak Giant. Ball of the I'm gonna pull this up just so we can have a quick chat about it, but there's no fucking way. There is no fucking way. So you want to play a 6-drop at normal speed, not accelerated, against the Lotus Field decks and put that deck out of its misery. I don't think that's the play. I think you want to play Deafening Silence and Damping Sphere, and I think that's how you'd rather beat that deck, because that deck can't beat either of those things. Right, can I not scroll up? Move these things up like piece at a time. This is a dumb interface. Rest in peace. And Elspeth Conquers All. I don't think I want more of these Elspeths. I really don't like that Elspeth that much. You ramp, coward. No, I'm not playing Fall of the Thread. There's no way in my head that that is a good card. Revoke Existence. Is that a card we want to play? What does Solemnity do in the format, though? Kind of artifacts, creatures, enchantments. I don't know that Solemnity does anything in the format that I care about. What are you fighting with Solemnity? Besides the energy decks that don't exist. Alright, so we have 2 Deafening Silence and 2 Damping Spheres. I think that's good enough. 2 Giant Killers, 2 Settles, 2 Rumcloak Giants. I might make this 1 Settle and 3 Rumcloak Giants. 2 Rest in Peace, 1 Elspeth Conquers Death. It's kind of a maybe card there, I think. Hardened Scales the deck. I'm not too worried about Hardened Scales. Maybe I am worried about Hardened Scales. I don't fucking know. We have enough ways to answer like some of the problem permanents, I think. I guess we'll find out. This deck does look like heart garbage, though. Hard to beat all the decks. I don't know how many of these any decks we're beating, but we can give this a whirl. We'll get a whirl like this. It's probably terrible. Might be okay. We'll find out. Guess I should probably rename this. Haktos Heliod combo. Alright, I gotta return my last deck still. Wait till Haktos kills someone. Alright. That's either a very reasonable thing to ask, or you think that Haktos isn't gonna kill anybody. I think the card's very good too. I had it in a couple sealed pools this weekend, and I think sealed's actually where it's worse, which is like super awkward. It does seem like it might just be a gross card to play in a lot of these decks, though. This deck is so goofy. Alright, let's do it. Let's jump in. We'll go into a 2-player queue. P. Muller. It's P. Muller, Paul Muller from the Star City circuit. Hand's okay. I'm just gonna play the Night Out because we have the Shrine. Grimy motherfucker. Yeah, you're not wrong if it's who I was calling it out. But a single red source is a little bit awkward. I could have played Stasis Snare. If I played Stasis Snare, I could have attacked with Heliod this turn. That was probably a mistake. Yeah, lands... You know what's happening, Nate. If you're watching, lands aren't happening. You know the drill. Okay, cool. So we get the Stasis Snare the Warrior now. Alright, let's make a bunch of white. Play Banishing Light. Go after Grisboon. Another creature, a lifelink. Can you even attack, dude? I don't think you can attack. Hysterically enough. Awkward. This is pretty comical that we're just donking on this hexproof deck, though. All the glitters still doesn't kill us. Is there any reason to play the Stasis Snare here? I guess we can. Not gonna do anything. Alright, Revoke Existence comes in, Settle comes in, all the Remcloak Giants come in, boom. Stasis Snare was good at turning on Devotion, but this card is bad, so that's an easy cut. Elspeth's not impressive, Gideon's not impressive. We're not playing any caskets. There are no caskets in the deck. Where do you see a casket? What you talking about? We end up cutting all the caskets. Does the casket... The casket wouldn't hit a hexproof creature. Hard to read. Yeah, it's not super easy to read the screen. I can't zoom in any farther, unfortunately, for the text boxes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It is not included in the list, so it would not be here. All right. This Clifftop Retreat is garbage. A little bit interesting. Why would they be playing Hushbringer? Dim Lips. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. I don't know why they would be including this. It seems like a very strange card to have tossed in here, other than the fact that it has lifelink and flies. Coasting for the night side play. Yeah, I don't know about that. There's no pants coming soon. Things get a little awkward. Between Settle and Rumcloak Giant, like, I'm pretty stoked about this board state for us. Got the new spear for the board. I don't need the spear for this deck. Get fucked, kid. Yeah. Not really sure entirely what's happening on their side of the table, but that Hushbringer is going to go away. Next turn I get to Unite and then do some stuff. If we had drawn an extra land this turn, I would have just kept Avacyn up. They have 0 cards left in their hand. Do I get another land still? I don't think so. I'm going to land. I can just make the ballista huge, or start to make big ballistas. I'm going to wait. Use the Avacyn. If I use the Avacyn, I can Avacyn, Walking Ballista them. Beginning of the next upkeep. I guess I can do it now, actually. So now it'll flip during their upkeep and just wipe the board. You got it. Hush, bring her away. I mean, so far this feels great. I don't know what you mean by kind of feels good. You have hexproof. Dude, this person was playing some just weird cards. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, this feels good, but I also feel like our opponent is not doing a lot, so it's hard to read that situation. Oh, maybe. Maybe they thought I was playing... Okay. That would make sense. I'm having fun with this deck at the very least. That was actually pretty enjoyable. Let's jump back in. Let's see if P. Muller wants to jump back in and get wrecked again. Yeah, I don't got time for a league, but if this deck is not garbage, I will gladly run it through a league. Not get ahead of ourselves here. Our opponent did really not do a lot in any of those games. In theory, what, Mr. Flapjacky? We ain't got no opponents. I work Thursday, run it next Monday or another day if you stream. If I run it, I'm gonna record it. So I mean, you can always watch the video. But yeah, I'll certainly wait for a night that you're on if I actually run this through. Come on, opponents. What's happening here? All right, we're grabbing a drink real quick while we wait for this to pop. Say Sunday should be the new Thursday. I don't know about making Sunday a new Thursday. Weekends are typically for lady time. We're gonna keep this. This hand is not great. The wrong Heliod, but still. Oh, it's the wrong Heliod. This is not the Heliod that combos. If it was the Heliod that combos, I'd say snap keep. There's a reason to throw that hand away for sure, but it's got lands. We'll draw spells. Yeah, I added a one of. We have like we built it around devotion, right? So this card just seems like a free 4-mana 5/6 that helps against a lot of the format. All right, our opponent milled our lands for us, which is a good start. I'm okay with this. It's not the combo. It's the wrong Heliod. This is the original Heliod, not the new one. So this is not combo. Oh, we're getting the fuck milled out of us. All right, this Gideon can't land quick enough. Oh, boom, did it. Nate, they took our Haktos. They got a Haktos and Thraben Inspector. I wanted both those cards. Damn it, they outsmarted me. They blocked. Ooh, that's dangerous. Not sure if we can race this, but we can get pretty close, I think. We'll play Heliod. We can turn it on next turn by playing Knight. So that's an easy ataxies. Next turn we can actually play Knight and pump the Walking Ballista and then go all face. And I think that ends up being pretty good. Fraying Sanity might kill us this turn, though. That's 4, that's 8, that's 12, it's 24. We had 33s, it's 9 cards total left in our deck at the end of this turn. Oh, and I get to play a bunch of blockers too. I didn't think about that either. All right. Is it Fraying Sanity? I go after this. Send up the Gideon. We tap for 5, 7, 8, 9. I think I take the Fraying Sanity. Them having nothing but gas is just frustrating. Oh shit! I needed to. Oh no! I done goofed. I needed to stand up to Gideon there, and I did not do that. That was a mistake. I assume they have one more mill spell in their hand. Emblem Gideon. Emblem and Gideon wouldn't have won me any games here. I don't know how long ago you sent that. Are we not dead? Holy shit. We're not dead, I don't think. Well, this is the most damage. I'm not counting. I'm gonna let them fuck it up. Block, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can leave them at 1. God, if I just stood up that Gideon the last turn. Oh, we just died of this down tick. Oh, wait. Shit. I needed to kill that. Okay. That was bad. Hey, it's a bad deck, man. What do you want from me? We kept a bad hand, too. Which was part of it. It's 4 to pump, yes. It is 4 to pump. I could have downticked the Ballista to kill the Ashiok, though. So that was still a mistake on my part. Why are these hands so garbage? I don't really want to draw that. No more mistakes. I'm pretty sure we were dead anyways. They, like I said, they missed a bunch of land drops. Their hand was either a bunch of removal or it was another mill spell. Oh, we're about to do it. I'll put it on top. The top of our deck really doesn't matter here. This is kind of annoying. I have a Haktos on top. Alright, what are we getting? Chosen number is 2. That is the worst number. They have a 2 CMC thing in play. So bad. We're going to 100% lose this game. 100% lose this game. They have a pro everything but 4 CMC Haktos. We're going to die to our own Haktos. It's a race. This Ashok is fucking us so hard. At least someone will win with it. Yeah, there you go. So we have 19 cards in our deck. 19, 15, 12. I'm conceding. I'm done watching this. We'll jump into another. They played the Fraying Sanity, and I assume that they were going to play other enchantments as well. There's a couple other mill enchantments that can be played. There's Fraying Sanity, and there's another one that whenever you draw a card, your opponent mills 2 cards or something like that. So there are definitely cards that they could have been playing. There were also cards reported out that were literally just exile target creature. So it's not like we lost anything by boarding those revoke existences in. It was just that we did not gain much in that particular game. Excuse me. Okay. I actually need to draw that, I think. We're gonna get so ranched by an Ugin. This Haktos is gonna not hack it. Come on. Let me go get my land. Alright, we got a Banishing Light for the Nissa, so that part's fine. Excuse me. Alright, so that's 4, 5, 6. Fuck. Is there a way to make more mana than I want to? Don't think so. The last couple cards are scary. Well, we're gonna empty our hand. And we're gonna get Ugent. Rule breaker? Yep. Sure. Alright, so let's kill the Nissa. Hack is on 4, which is the perfect number. Either 4 or 2 would be the only good numbers here in the board state. But I think 4 is probably the best. There are 0 4 drops in this deck, so 4 is the best number. Alright, cool. Their hand is empty. They played an Arboreal Grazer. This excites me. That land, however, does not excite me. Walking Ballista would be a sweet draw right now. Ooh. This is fantastic. Alright, 10, I need to be 4, so... yeah, it should be game. Okay, sideboarding. Elspeth. I don't even fucking know. Tipping Sphere really doesn't do a whole lot. All of our enchantments kind of Eat donkey dicks. Giant killer might be fine. Kind of like giant killer. Elspeth does not seem good. What's the name of the White Saga? Elspeth Conquers Death. This one here. Is that what you're talking about? ETBs exiles target permanent opponent controls with cost 3 or greater. Next saga, or the next lore counter is non-creature spells cost 2 more until your next turn. Or their non-creature spells cost 2 more. And then the third one is return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter or a loyalty counter on it. What do we cut? Yeah, seems good here. I don't really know what to cut. Maybe we don't need the giant killer. Maybe the giant killer can just go. I can't tell if giant killer is better or worse than stasis snare. I think just the white pips would probably make it better. If this had a second planes, I would so hard keep this hand. Hand's not fantastic, but there's at least an out if we draw one of the Helios, we just win the game. Out of order Thraben Inspector. It's my favorite. Alright, Haktos, time to shine. Two. Two's a good one. There's no 2-drops in the deck either that block or attack or do anything else. So as long as we don't get Ujined, we're good. It's pretty good. Alright, so no Ujin. No Ujin. No Ujin. Don't Ujin me, bro. This feels like an Ujin. 5. 6 out. No, stop. Ugh, gross. We have to keep the walking ballista at least. Lamog, sure, that's super bad for us. With 8, we can make a 4/4 walking ballista. Nope, we can't do shit 'cause we're casting Ulamog. Can we win through this? We go to 13. I don't think we can. I don't know if there's anything we can draw that wins here. Yeah, there's not a lot we can do here. I am going to cut that and play the Giant Killers. I think that seems fine. Giant Killer can tap down Ulamog, which is maybe relevant. I don't fucking know. That doesn't seem good either. Let's keep it. We're on racing duty. Sure, I'll leave that on top. This guarantees the land drop. We have the guaranteed 4th land drop with the Knight anyways, but in case I don't play the Knight next turn, I want to make sure I've still got all the mana. Oops. Feel very bad about this game. Living Sower, sure, resolves. They got my Nykthos, fuck them. It's actually very good if they got my Nykthos. Solve the dude. Oh, it costs 3. I thought it cost 2. That's way worse. Alright, man. Have a good night. Okay. Their hand is empty. This feels fantastic. One, two. Get two of the things out of the way. I'm just gonna do that. Try to put as much damage as I can while I still got the ability to. 8, 9. Like, I really need them to whiff on like 2 more draw steps. So I think I'm playing the Ballista here for 2. Then popping off a counter on that Grazer. Get it out of the way, and hope to not get ranched. They can chain together some crazy turns right now if they do have anything. Don't do it. I don't want you cast him, but don't do it. Okay, so Worldbreaker is not the end of the world. Might get back the Goose and the Grazer. The Sanctums going off are going to fuck us. End of the world, yeah, the Worldbreaker. This is problematic, though. Depending on what they get back with this, this could fuck us. Why wouldn't they have tapped this instead of a forest? Oh, so they can cast another Worldbreaker right now and get back everything? That part is problematic. Get untap with that Nissa, yo. Right, if I block, so I can attack for 5 next turn. I don't like this. Oh, my auto yield was set. I was like, why am I not getting that point of damage? Yeah, this is problematic. I got an Ulamog in my hand now. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make on this one. I'll put that on top. Maybe that does it. I don't know. I doubt it, but... Alright, if I take the World Breaker... Block... Block... Block. I take 1, go to 6... Kills one of their blockers. Just get Ulamog next turn. I think so. They can't Ulamog us if we take the Nissa. They should have made a 2-2 with this. I think that was a poorly played turn right there. I think I should have made a 2-2 there. I think I had to kill Nissa. If I didn't kill Nissa, they could cast Ulamog this turn, but I shouldn't have spent mana tapping down the Worldbreaker this turn. That means I'm on champ duty, so I shouldn't have plus Gideon, I shouldn't have activated Giant Killer. I should have zeroed Gideon. Beta land anyways. I think that's it. I'll concede. I'm not gonna make him figure it out. Alright, I got one more in me. The green deck just went like way too far over the top of us. And we aren't fast enough. These hands are garbage. Man, if we had drawn a Haktos that game, that Haktos would have been great. This hand is not that bad. This hand is pretty reasonable still. For a 6-card hand, Inspector, Temple, and a Heliod makes this hand a lot better than it looks. Uh-oh. Mox Amber Kithian. That's interesting. Okay. They're playing Hyper Heliod combo? Couldn't even play mine. No, old legend rule, I could play mine. If I had played mine, they would both die. That's the old legend rule. No, that is not how that worked. The problem was, so what you're thinking of is planeswalkers. So if you were the first person to play a planeswalker, you got to activate your planeswalker. If then your opponent played the same planeswalker to kill your planeswalker, they didn't get to activate yours. So being first to play the planeswalker was important. Gross. Holy shit, that's gross. I didn't think about this. Lyndon is so good with this Heliod. Holy fuck. Dude, that's so good. Why are we not doing this? Why is this not in our deck? Every time you attack with a white creature, you gain a life. So you attack with 2 creatures, you get 2 triggers to buff 2 creatures. Good fucking Christ. So we're dead. That can stay on top. Probably could have waited actually to do this. Because I'm probably not attacking. This is the alpha deck list. If it's just Kithian, I'm going to take it, because they can both make it protected and pump it. Alright, take that away. This turn is good. We have to nick those for Gideon here now. This game went from very behind to possibly back to being ahead. Ooh, Healer's Hawk. So they're hardcore on the lifelink and the weenies here. Ugh, if only we had time to play you. Pretty sure we're gonna win before we get to that. Maybe we do just play this guy out. Gain 7 here. Deal a good chunk. Haktos gonna get in there. Oh, fuck me. Alright, cool. This is gonna hurt. We should be playing this card. This card's good. No, we didn't end up playing the Reckoner, but maybe we should be. This card, though, gaining you life to trigger Heliod seems like it could actually be good. I really don't hate this at all. This seems very good to me. They're trying to figure out how they can attack and not get totally wrecked here. But I don't think they can do anything other than attack for 2 in the air. If they attack for anything other than 2 in the air, they might get stuffed. They can make this hawk so fucking big right now. What, this card here? Yeah, this card seems like we completely missed it. I looked at it and I was like, nah, this ability isn't very good. Just kidding, that ability is nuts. They're all going after Gideon? Yeah, this card seems nuts here. Playing this would also make me want to play 4 of these, which also sounds like a win. Why are they all going at Heliod? Guess I tap out the rest of his mana? I really don't know why they all went at Heliod. Like, some of those should be at my face. Or at Gideon, sorry. It does fit the curve a little better, yeah. Non-ideal draws here. We might just be getting wrecked here. Wait, why is this indestructible? Did I miss something? Oh, fuck. No, it's until their next turn. Oh, that was a fuck up. I should have killed this. I think we're dead now. There was no reason to attack with this. I did not realize that's what that did. I forgot what this Gideon did on the backside. Reading cards is hard. Elliot not being able to give himself lifelink too is kind of annoying. Oop, there's Walking Ballista. Concede. Revoke existence. Sure, sure, sure. In on that. In on these. In on that. Giant killers seem great too. Elspeth. Giant healers Hawks might make Gideon really bad, but Gideon seems really good at the same time. Quarantine Field would have been really good there. What else can we cut here? Knight's a lot less good on the play. I don't like Giant Killer, actually. Do one Giant, one Settle. I think I'm cool with this hand. Let's attack a Rooney. This thing's awkwardly a 1-2, which is kind of nice. Yeah, their deck's full of some hits here. Land. Oh, we did it. We did it, we did it, we did it. It's a fucked up Walking Ballista, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, we are behind as fuck on this board state here. How do we play this? We just jam Heliod right now, and then hope we draw a land and try to get going. I don't think we can die next turn. Let's do this. You're definitely behind, like I said, but it's because it's closer to being ahead, I think. I don't think you'd want Mimic in this deck because it lowers your devotion a little bit. I think like half these cards are good because they're also bonkers for your devotion. Gross. Alright, so really need to draw a land for Settle next turn. And hope they go all in. Oh, I should have played Snare here, actually. Yeah, so like the idea was I thought we could control the board long enough to play Haktos and win the game with it. Fuck is this shit? No. We're getting a little stuffed here. Oh, god damn it. This means the Stasis Snare isn't going to turn on the fucking Heliod this turn. None of this feels good. Oh, shut the fuck up, Triggers. I would not play Solemnity against this deck. That's weird. We dead as fuck. Not attacking. Not blocking. We did. Alright, we did it. Alright, I'm gonna call it quits on that note. This deck doesn't seem terrible. It probably just needs a lower curve. I don't know. The 3-drop that they were playing... What the hell is... It's Queen something... Linden, the Steadfast Queen. That card seemed very good. Like, even if you don't go the hyper-aggressive route like they did, this card did seem very good to me. So it's possible that we want some number of these in this list. Just, like I said, it just seemed very good. Playing some number of these lets you play 4 Heliod and not be upset about it. So I'm not sold this deck is terrible. The sideboard's probably absolute fucking ass. Like I could easily probably retool this. Playing red just for Haktos really didn't seem like it was that much of a cost to do. But maybe it's too much. Anyway, interesting deck building at least. So GG, have a good night everybody.